The wildlife is calling my name. I gotta go and chase it. I'm geared up and ready for the game. Now it's time to face it. The great outdoors is my room to play. I'm gonna hunt, fish, love every day. I'm gonna hunt, fish, love every day.
Hi, I'm Austin, and on this episode of Hunt, Fish, Love, we're going to follow a young man from Minnesota who's come over to South Dakota in search of his very first rooster. Then we're back in the cold creek waters of Colorado, watching Joe Croteau and my daughter Amber bringing in some beautiful trout.
I get close-ups of their faces, and then I also
We'll talk to Stan Lorenz about taxidermy.
get pictures out of magazines.
Stick around. Hunt, Fish, Love, sponsored by the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety, DriveSafeSD.com, and by Runnings, since 1947, your home, farm, and outdoor store, and by Lewis Drug with 45 locations throughout South Dakota, Iowa, and Minnesota. I want to thank all my sponsors this year who genuinely care about the great people right here in our area. And I invite you to tell them thank you for sponsoring Hunt, Fish, Love.
I'm gonna hunt, fish, love every day.
I headed out to Granite Springs Lodge last fall to meet a young man named Nick Peterson. Nick is the cousin of Cole Peterson, nephew to my friend Lieutenant Joel Peterson from Pierre. Nick had never hunted pheasants before, and we were going to change that. Nick would be hunting alongside his dad Jason and his older brother Mike, who were experienced hunters. In fact, his dad is a heck of a shooter. I had followed Jason with a camera in the field, and he wasn't shy about letting you know when he'd made a good shot.
How was that one?
That was a heck of a shot, my man.
Here's a view of that shot from the other side of the field.
Nice shot, Jason.
I had just complimented Jason when another rooster dared to flush.
Again. Sweet.
Now it was Nick's turn. The whole hunting party was hoping that Nick could get his first pheasant in that first field. His dad Jason and his brother Mike were going to try to make that happen. Sure enough, when we reached the end of that field, a lone rooster flushed to the right of Nick. I was standing behind Nick, and I saw him pull up, perfectly covering that bird. But what caught my attention was the guide in front of Nick. He was pretty sure Nick was going to shoot. And after recognizing what was about to happen, he ducked down hard. Nick had waited for the bird to clear that guide and now aimed his sights on that rooster. Now watch what happens. Bang! First shot. Got him. For some reason, Nick shot twice, but as you can see, he nailed him on that first shot. There it was, Nick Peterson's first pheasant, and it was now time to celebrate with family and friends.
Woo! Good job, Nick.
Another young hunter fulfills his dream of shooting his very first pheasant. For me, it's always so much fun to watch. Nick also watched as 10 guns all lined up took 18 shots at this bird going south. This was one lucky bird. Nick even took a couple shots. Nick also learned that day, if you don't get your gun up quick, somebody else is going to get the shot that could have been yours. And Nick obviously is a fast learner. The next bird, he got that gun up fast, and it paid off big time.
Got another one. I got another one.
The other hunters were having good success around us. They were dropping roosters to the right and to the left of us. Walking through corn and not knowing when the next bird is going to flush is an adrenaline rush. The wind was blowing hard that day. Nick had missed a couple birds, mostly because he was slow to react, but not this time. He nailed this bird on his first shot.
Great shot. Nice shot.
Nick would miss twice here, but he had his dad to the left of him, and that meant no pheasant was safe.
Great shot. Nice shot.
It was an awesome day of hunting for all of us. Nick had gotten to walk alongside his dad and his brother, and he had accomplished his goal, bringing down his first pheasant, and he did it in South Dakota. And I love being a part of it all. Maybe you've been thinking lately about doing more with your kids. I'll tell you what, stop thinking about it. Plan something, and then get it done. Your son or your daughter will never forget it. Never.
Great time out here at Granite Springs Lodge. You guys have fun? Yeah! All right, remember, if you want to have fun, you gotta hunt, fish, love. Woo!
Coming up on Hunt, Fish, Love.
I know he's small, but this is actually a big deal because wild brook trout don't usually get above, I don't know, 7 or 8 inches.
Wow.
But the colors on them.
Oh my gosh. Wow, that's cool. It has like spots.
This is every parent's nightmare. But it doesn't have to be. When you buckle up, yours isn't the only life you save.
Runnings, incredible selection at competitive prices. Check us out.
Life pulls you in a million directions, which can make picking up multiple prescriptions multiple times a month a tough pill to swallow. Simplify the way you fill and pick up your prescriptions with SmartSync, the new prescription program from Lewis Drug. Convenient and available at no extra cost, SmartSync saves time by having your prescriptions filled and ready for pickup on the same day each month. SmartSync, just another way Lewis Drug is making life easy. To sign up for SmartSync, talk with your Lewis pharmacist today.
There are a lot of great things about hunting in South Dakota, but if safety isn't everyone's #1 concern, that hunting trip can become a tragedy. That's why these safety rules are essential. Know your safe zone of fire. Identify your target and what's beyond it. Make sure you see blue below the bird. Wear hunter orange and lots of it. For more hunting safety tips, visit www.gfp.sd.gov. Stay safe, have fun, and enjoy a great hunting season.
On the last episode, we were trout fishing near Estes Park, Colorado, with 14,000-foot mountains in the background and the ice-cold, clear running water rushing by. Joe Croteau was guiding my daughter with a fly rod. She'd never used a fly rod before, but she was learning fast. And after catching a couple trout, they had settled into a nice pool of water, and they were totally loving their time fishing in this gorgeous setting.
Good cast. That's really good. And just one more little strip. And go. Pick it up, pause, lay it down. Perfect.
Huh, this isn't so hard.
No.
Whatever.
It really isn't. And pick it up. Go. Pick it up. Got him. Nice one.
Yeah!
Yeah!
Congratulations, Uncle. That's fantastic.
Perfect. See, I hooked him right in the roof of the mouth.
Weird.
And then we just pop that fly out, and then he goes right back into feeding.
Nice job, Joe.
We go right back into catching.
Okay.
Ready? And pick it up. And don't go all the way back. There you go. Good one, good one, good one. Coming down, coming down, coming down. And pick it up. Hammer down. Perfect.
What do I do if I get something?
Oh, you pick up. Go. Oh, there he goes.
What?
I had heard of flying fish, but this was the first time I'd seen a flying trout.
Oh, there he goes.
What? Weird.
He got off. That's okay. That's a good spot too. Ready? And go. Pick it up. Pause. Hammer down. Good one. Good one. Good one. Pick it up. Nice one. See how you're like laying it in that seam?
Yeah.
So we try to read the riffles in a river.
Okay.
And we just go for like that middle seam. And pick it up. Good cast. That's really good. And just one more little strip. And go. Pick it up. Pause. Lay it down. Perfect. Nice. Good. You did so good. And pick it up. And I didn't tell you how to land it. Normally you would tuck the line under there and strip him in. But I just wanted to get him in. Okay. Pick it up. Pause. Down. Nice. Perfect. See how you're on the edge of that seam? That's what I like. And pick it up. Pause. Down. Nice. I don't know if you can tell what I mean, but that long seam, how it kind of runs right next to the foam. Pick it up.
Okay.
Pause.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yep, there you go.
Okay.
Right in between that foam line. Pick it up. Pause. Nice. And we'll do one more cast after this. That's a good drift, good drift, good drift. You ready? Okay, pick it up. Got it. I knew that had to get a fish. Did you see how it was flowing like slow?
Yeah.
Like when it flows slow like that, it was on the bottom, the fish were like feeding.
Yeah.
So I knew, I was like, oh, that should have gotten me.
So cool.
Now this is a wild brook trout.
Okay.
Totally different fish. He's been in here for years.
Okay.
So I know he's small, but this is actually a big deal because wild brook trout don't usually get above, I don't know, 7 or 8 inches.
Wow.
But the colors on them.
Oh my gosh. Wow, that's cool. It has like spots.
Yeah, the colors on these brookies are just.
Whoa.
And that's like a wild trout.
That's awesome. Holy cow.
And see how he ate the little bug?
Yeah.
He's like, sees those bugs hatching, and so he's like, oh man, it's time to eat.
Yeah.
And we just don't hurt him, so we just put him in there, and then he swims back.
Okay. Cool, thanks. That was awesome.
Rainbow in a brook.
Yeah.
Do one more. Pick it up. Do it again. Down. Nice. Good one. And watch it. Watch it. Go, go, go. We got him. Oh, yeah.
What do I, wait.
They got off?
Yeah.
Oh.
Wait, so do I grab this?
Yeah, you did it right. You pulled the fly line. That was a nice fish, actually.
Okay.
I don't know if you saw him, like, he was bigger.
Did he get off, Joe?
He got off. That was a big one.
Oh.
So we don't really catch, oh, that's a good one. You ready? And pick it up. Oh, yes, he hit it right at the end.
Oh,
I think it's another brookie.
Okay.
So those little brookies, they're stacked in and they're competing for the food against the bigger fish.
Okay.
So they're pretty aggressive.
Oh, wow, okay.
That's a baby.
Yeah. It's tiny.
It's a baby brook.
Let's get the big one. Let's get the big one.
We got off the...
I know.
Yeah, look at him. He like swallowed, like they no, this is fine. I'm just telling you, like, that shows you that what we have on is very effective.
Yeah.
Like they want it. You caught 3 fish. And you've hooked another one.
Yeah.
Like that, that's a pretty, go. For only fishing for like half hour.
Yeah,
oh, that's a great cast. That's a great cast. Go. Got him.
There's a little guy.
It's okay. Go. Got him.
Those little trout will pop out of the water pretty easily. Amber had already lost one little one, but this one would not get away and would surprise the guide.
It's okay. You're catching these little brookies. But you know, see how I knew you were going to get a fish? Like we saw it moving slow.
It slows down.
That's what you're looking for, is that slow. Oh, you got a brown.
Oh, cool.
Little baby. So you've now caught a brook trout, a brown trout, and a rainbow.
Cool.
Pick it up. Oh, good one. Good one. Great cast. That deserves a fish. Go. And you'll know, like, that's a good one. You'll know when you hit the right seam, you'll be like, ooh, that looks good. Pick it up. Nice one. Get that rod tip up a little bit. There you go. Oh, that's okay, that's okay. Let it go down. Go. Nice. Woo!
Oh.
That's a brown. Nice. Woo! That's a brown.
I was really tickled by how these trout were being pulled from the water and going airborne. They're such fun fish to catch, so active, always fighting. This little brown trout would be treated like all the rest, admired and then released.
That's a brown.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, perfect. So
Nice
I'm going to
catch,
show you.
yeah.
Oh, you just got it. That was a brown.
Okay.
You see how it was golden in color?
Sort of. I was trying to get it out of the water.
That was good.
Okay.
So he's sitting right in that. So you see those little pockets. That's
Yeah.
kind of what we're trying to hit.
Joe Croteau and my daughter Amber had caught plenty of trout in that hour that we were in those beautiful waters. Amber had caught lots of brown trout. She caught a brook, a pretty good-sized rainbow. And Joe let us know we had other great places he wanted to go show us. And I wanted to go see my whole family catch some trout, including me. So we packed up our gear, jumped into our vehicles, and we headed off to some private ponds that were all fed by the snow runoff of those tall mountains. It was a perfect day to do some hiking. We didn't have to travel that far, and within about 30 minutes or so, we were bringing in more fish.
Those are so beautiful. Good catch, Randy. Randy, congratulations.
I got it.
Thank you.
Take
Dude, way to go, man.
Next episode, I got something really special planned. You'll want to be here. Coming up on Hunt, Fish, Love.
To my knowledge, I've spent about 5,000 hours out at the Great Plains Zoo with cameras, binoculars.
Look, I know you're upset, but I didn't do anything wrong. Just gonna give me the silent treatment the whole way home? That's fine. But after a few drinks, I'm cabbing it. You know why. Okay, fine. We can still get tacos. You're buying, though. I bought last time. Yes, I did. And you know that.
Before the calm. Before the hunt. Before the climb. It starts with a passion, and that passion starts at Runnings. The best gear and supplies from the most trusted brands in hunting. When you get the shot, will you be ready? Runnings, your home, farm, and outdoor store.
Life pulls you in a million directions, which can make picking up multiple prescriptions multiple times a month a tough pill to swallow. Simplify the way you fill and pick up your prescriptions with SmartSync, the new prescription program from Lewis Drug. Convenient and available at no extra cost, SmartSync saves time by having your prescriptions filled and ready for pickup on the same day each month. SmartSync, just another way Lewis Drug is making life easy. To sign up for SmartSync, talk with your Lewis pharmacist today.
This is every parent's nightmare. But it doesn't have to be. When you buckle up, yours isn't the only life you save.
Today, we'll watch a master at work, Stan Lorenz, finishing a white-tailed deer mount.
The ears, I gotta reinvert them. I take the original cartilage out of the ears, and then these liners replace that cartilage. There's a hairline you have to follow on there to make it look like a deer ear. And
You don't follow that hairline, you don't have a genuine deer ear.
No, then it starts looking bad. What I'm doing here is I'm adjusting the chest or the brisket portion of this deer, because that's got to be right for the head to look right, and so I'm pushing some pins in there to kind of hold it in place. Some wires to hold the ears in place as I'm working on the face. I tuck the edge of that skin up into that slot.
Is your expertise on where those hairlines are and everything, does that come from experience, or do you watch a picture, look at another photograph? How do you do that, Stan?
Well, to my knowledge, I've spent about 5,000 hours out at the Great Plains Zoo with cameras, binoculars, and I look at how animals move. I get close-ups of their faces, and then I also get pictures out of magazines that I can use as reference material so that you know what you're doing is correct. And then the nose. Sometimes we have a little bit of excess skin that we don't need. We'll cut that off. And this really is the fun part of the taxidermy, because the animal starts to come alive as you do the detail work with it.
So you got to be concerned about a tear duct?
Oh yeah.
Wow. That's meticulous.
If you don't, when it dries, that excess skin will
show up where the tear duct was.
And then the tear duct has some hair, but then there's some skin, and when it pulls out, you'll see that skin.
Wow.
So
I'd be a terrible judge of my mount when you brought it back. I would say, Stan, you missed that tear duct.
Yeah. Well, my motto has always been, I'd rather have 10,000 satisfied customers than one person that thinks they got a bad job. So I'm taking some self-hardening clay, and I'm going to shove up in those ear butts, or those ear liners that I put in.
I didn't know an ear had a butt for that.
Yeah, it definitely does. This pose is called a full sneak pose. It's usually the deer will do this if they see something and they want to kind of hide themselves or check it out. They'll usually put their ears in a backward pose.
Because they're checking you out.
Right. And that's basically going to be it until I sew it up.
Great job. Just really pretty. Nice work, Stan. And here we are. The finished, we'll call it the finished product. Stan has worked very hard on this. How do you get it done in such a quality with the time that you spend it?
Well, that's one of the big pluses to my business versus the other guys is my turnaround. I don't rush anything, but I gave up hunting to do this work because I feel guilty if I'm out there hunting and you meet a client, how's my deer head going? And you know what he's thinking. And in a lot of the other guys' defense, they send all their deer capes away to a tannery.
Okay.
Well, they're 6 months behind the gun right there because they can't do anything until those capes come back. I do everything in shop.
I think people, when they look at what you're costing them and the time it takes and the effort and the experience you have, they're going to be pleased beyond what I could really express in words. This is just a fantastic mount. You do a fantastic job. Probably don't need to tell you that, Stan, but I want to remind you and the folks, Stan Lorenz, Advanced Taxidermy, what a fantastic job. Congratulations on a great mount. I know they're going to be pleased with what happens, and thank you for helping me with this segment and teaching people about what you go through to make this such a special, special occasion for someone.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Austin.
Stan Lorenz with Advanced Taxidermy. You're watching Hunt, Fish, Love.
On the next episode of Hunt, Fish, Love, we're going back out to Granite Springs Lodge to bring down more roosters.
Where'd that one go?
All right.
That's pretty rainbow.
There you go.
Then I'm catching a rainbow.
All right.
Give it up. Thanks, Jim. That was fun.
And I'll cross off one of the items on my bucket list when I stand at a place that I told my son I would stand one day. Rocky. That's the next episode. Don't you dare miss it.
There's nothing more I can do with this mount.
How did you keep a straight face?
I just had to force myself.
Has anybody ever asked you to do anything like that?
No.
And they never will again.
Nah, they never will again.
I'm gonna hunt, fish, love every day.
See, Mom, gotta go. I'm late.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Slow down. And wear your seatbelt.
All right.
Before the dawn, before the decoys, before the call, it starts with a passion, and that passion starts at Runnings. The best gear and supplies from the most trusted brands in hunting. When you get the shot, will you be ready? Runnings, your home, farm, and outdoor store.
Both my legs were amputated due to an IED. It's when you start to try to get back into like an everyday life. I absolutely felt like I lost some of my purpose. There must be something more. When DAV came into my life, they gave me a new mission. I could still be a productive member of society, could still support a family.
The DAV gave him that sense of structure and purpose again to get his life back together.
Visit DAV.org to learn more about our mission.
We purchased the land about 3 years ago, and there was an old farmstead on there with trees. We were going to clear the land so we could farm through it. We thought we knew where the pipe was and it wouldn't be a problem, so we didn't call to get it located. The work on our property led to the damage of a light crude pipeline. Fortunately, no one was hurt, but it could have been much worse. Calling 811 and clicking before you dig are free services. It only takes minutes and can save your life.